Hey, everybody. Old Big Jim coming at y'all from the bog down here in beautiful South Mississippi. And the only way I can describe this morning's weather is it was crispy. Woke up, it was about 36 degrees, and the wind chill factor was about 31. So, been hanging pretty close up in here right now. So, okay, well, I want to shout out a few folks here. First is Brother Tom over at Knife Delight. Absolutely outstanding individual, buck knife fanatic, just an outstanding member. He is truly the OG. So shout out, Mr. Tom, and remember that we have your wife in our prayers. Thank you for everything you do. He also has another channel. It's called History Channel, History Delights. Y'all get over there and check it out. He talks about a little bit of everything over there. So appreciate it, Tom. All right. Now this is Fer Tuesday. So what I'm going, if you'll read the clickbait on this video, it's Fer Tuesday. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shout out two individuals. Okay. Now the first one has turned into one of my true friends. I've had several phone conversations with him. We've texted back and forth. He is one of the Barlow Brigade OGs. He's been here since almost the beginning. And just like me, he's a rural country boy. I live in town, but I mean, when I was growing up, there wasn't but 2,000 people here, so it was a small town. Not but about 13,000 now, so it's not like it's a booming metropolis by any means. But he's from up there in Flow Ranch, Alabama, and he is. The two things that both of these gentlemen have in common is that they're public servants. And I'm going to go ahead and say Charlie Cook. Charlie Cook he's a firefighter, paramedic, guy. He's a hard worker, great guy in his community, family man, deer hunter, deer slayer, leather worker. I call him an artist, and he always makes me back down when I say that, but he is, man. His stitching is some of the best that I've seen. And so I guess by now y'all have seen that I put up 2 or 3 pictures. We were getting ready to go up there at Ellenville at the end of the show, and he snuck up behind me and did trying to photobomb me, or he photobombed me, and then we gave each other a thumbs up and there you go, and how you doing, and just a great individual, man. Really, really enjoyed meeting him. Unbelievable. One of the highlights of being in Ellenville was meeting Mr. Charlie Cook. All right. Now, the next gentleman I'm going to call out is, and I hope I get this name right, but his name is James Hostler. And I hope that's right. He is a Alaskan. The first time that I had anything that I knew about him was from Stephen Jeffries. Stephen Jeffries and him more or less did a collab that they did for Brother Dwayne Clark. I predicted the outcome of that particular piece of work they did together, and outstanding. Anyway, I've showed you a picture of his business card. Here's a picture of his sticker. And then he sent me a challenge coin that is above and beyond. It's just, I only touched it one time, and that was to take it out of the wrapper. I will cherish this challenge coin forever. It won't. I can't display it because I don't want to take it out of the wrapper. It is just that beautiful. He is I believe, the director of the entire civil service. I don't know if it's civil service, but civil. The fire department, the police department, all the paramedics and all that. He is the director of that. Now, the picture of the Indian that is on his coin, on his card, and on his sticker is something that he drew as a high school student, I believe. And that was, they use that now as the logo at his high school. And let me tell you, y'all go watch The Knife Doctor. He made him a rust lock that's off the chain. The knife that he built for Brother Dwayne, just unbelievable. I mean, about the first 10 times I commented on his shorts, I just, and I've said this to him multiple times. There are no words. There are simply no words to describe just how good a guy, and man, this guy, he's just good. Top shelf is not even a compliment to him, man. He is the shelf above top shelf. Okay, this is where the good stuff comes from. I can promise you that. Okay, I'm gonna pause here and get me a sip of coffee, and I'll be right back. And we're going to talk about the other part of the two for Tuesday, and that's going to be 2 pocket knives. All right, guys. A couple of days ago, I was going through some boxes, trying to, the knife boxes that knives come in, and was trying to store some of them. I keep everything, and as I was going through the boxes that I had in a container, I picked one of them up, and when I picked it up, I said, "Whoa, wait a minute!" And it was this box right here. It's an old timer 132 OTF, which stands for Old Timer Frontier, and it's called a pivot lock, and from the Frontier series. And there's all your information. But the next thing I had to do was I had to get my memorator. Got some smuts on there. Anyway, I had to get my memorator working, and this is a product of it's been on salt. It's been on a boat ride, but that doesn't make any difference. But I had to get my old memorator working again, and I got it cranked up. I couldn't figure out where this came from, and then it hit me like a ton of bricks. There's a guy that won my first giveaway. I think it was my 750 giveaway, and it was Radio Geek Blades, Brother Chris. And this is the knife that was in that box. Now I want y'all to look at it. It's a heavy one, but that don't matter for somebody, and it's not huge, but it's big enough. But don't that pretty. Ooh-wee. It's a button lock. It's a flipper. It's got a good clip on it. I carried it a little bit yesterday, but just a beautiful knife, guys. I mean, I don't know what these sell for. I didn't do a deep dive into what it goes for, but look at that delving, how that's cut. The back of it's just perfect. I like me a good modern now. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love my folding hunters. I love my. I'm just I love knives. Basically. So, this sun gun is just a honey darling. I'm gonna tell you right now. So when I started doing my research on doing a 2 for Tuesday, I said, remember I'd found this, and I don't even remember if I talked about this. I know I did, because I know at some point Chris sent me this, and I did a video about it, but once again, my old memorator, it's kind of got that Coke bottle, looking thing. I love my Coke bottles. I mean, whether you call it a gun stock or I guess, okay, it's what it is, okay? It's the Old Timer button lock 132 OTF. Y'all get in there. But as I was doing, thinking about that, looking at it, trying to figure out what I was going to talk about, I don't remember when it was, but a few weeks ago, somebody said something about a old timer knife that I happen to have, and it's the old timer 858. All right, now I'm here to tell you, my brother from the other mother, Harold Terry, will tell you straight up, right out the door, that this is a big one, okay? This thing is 5.5 inches long. No, I'm sorry, 4.5 inches long. This is actually bigger than the 307 Buck. Not by much. It's probably, an eighth of an inch bigger, but it is bigger. Now, I did a trade with Brother Seth on this one, and it's been a minute. But, cause I actually asked him to look for me one. But if you'll see, it's still got the grind marks on there. It has been carried, and it has been sharpened. And there you go, Brother Dan. Schrade Plus USA 858. Okay? But y'all look at that. You can still see all the grind, the vertical grind marks. Of course, you can see that it got the little up there where somebody has sharpened it. I mean, I stropped it, but that's just because when I do carry it, I want it to be sharp. And let me tell y'all, just out of pure, just being who I am, it's sharp. It will cut. Okay, so, but anyway, just a great looking clip blade there. Good walk and talk. Of course, when you got a blade that's 4 inches or 3 3/4 inches long, it's supposed to snap. Spade blade, look at the grind marks on that one. Just great. Now, this is one of those things where you got to get out there on your own. Now, that ain't a pin blade. That's a drop point. I don't care how many times you look at it. That's what it is. Of course, some of your sow bellies they actually have two. One of them's a Turkish clip on the short blade, and the other on the sow belly would be the regular California clip. But just an outstanding knife right there. All right, guys, what y'all think? Now, I love this knife. Don't get me wrong, but there is a Grail version of this knife. And the Grail version of this knife is in carbon steel. And I can promise you that if I ever get an opportunity to get one of those, whether it be through trade or purchase or whatever, I'll entertain any of all that if I can find this in carbon steel. Okay? So there you go, guys. Old Big Jim's just gonna tell y'all to get in there where you fit in there. All right. I'm glad y'all came by and saw me today. Just sitting here, me and Milo and Max, just chopping it up, trying to figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. Probably gonna get in there and list some stuff in my eBay store. I got 6 brand new knives I'm gonna list today. A couple of Rough Riders, a couple of German Creek Sidebusters, maybe a electrician's knife. Now I got one that's a USA made Colonial. That's brand new. Was made in 2019. That's a Camillus there, but I'm going to list that on my store. Remember, guys, if you're going to buy something from my store, Barlow Brigade Blades, you need to get it in there. You need to back the order before the 17th. And I'm not trying to pressure anybody into buying anything. I just want you to know that any funds that come from that store will be used to help and run my YouTube channel here. So if you buy a knife, not only do you get a knife, but it'll also benefit you on me hopefully making some quality content that y'all like. All right, guys, all of y'all know that you always need to keep a Band-Aid handy. Remember that Jesus Christ is Lord of my life. And rule number 9.
Ha ha ha. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish